And we are recording. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Good.
All right, everybody. This is Highly Unlikely episode 2, potentially 3, depending on how we cut up the first one, but it's looking like that.
Recording Thursday night, January 9th. So what's going on, man?
Honestly, not a whole lot. I want to say first off, before anything else, I threw Kirk Cousins under the fucking bus.
Yeah, but so did everybody else, man. You're not the only one. Yo, I love the team, and I got reservations, so it's all good, man. That's why the victory makes it that much sweeter, though, bro. You see that guy in the locker room? Like, I don't even want to say it, but they were almost acting like they won the Super Bowl, which I kind of don't like.
Dude.
But still, like, yo, that was just for all the haters.
Yeah.
3 words. You like that?
Yeah, no
man,
shit,
bro. Awesome guy. He deserves it, man, straight up. That ball he threw to Thielen in the overtime. Okay. 43-yarder, dude. That throw.
It was nice. It was really
under pressure
nice.
too, bro. Thielen made a sick catch too. All the credit to him. And then he comes and gives fucking Rudolph that nice fade in the end zone.
It was definitely the best throw of his career. That long strike to Thielen.
Yeah, I think it just.
Do you think that the throw to Rudolph at the end there was interference?
You know I'm gonna say no.
Okay, but I need you to say. I need you to put your bullshit bias to the side.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Bullshit Viking bias.
Yo, I didn't see no flags. Did you see a flag?
I think it's one of those things where.
And they reviewed it, and it was a quick review, and they were like, "Yo,
but you can't,
no OPI, bro."
Yeah, but it was called. It was called a touchdown. You can't go back. Like game's
did you
over.
See that?
Clock's done. All the fans got like.
You see that? There's an angle from the fans right at the end zone. Mm-hmm. And all the fans, when he caught it, they're all give him the push-off sign right away.
100%.
You know what I mean? Just like, and like, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I seen his arm fully extended, that's usually that's when they're gonna call it, when it's fully. If he wasn't, and like, the thing is, here's the thing: he didn't even have to do it because he was so much bigger. I can't remember the guy guarding him right now. My bad, but he was so much bigger than him. Didn't even need to get down, but it doesn't even matter. But game over, bro.
You look back at it, though.
Who dat? We dat.
Calm down, bro.
Who dat?
You need to calm down.
I love it. No, this one feels good, bro.
Yeah, I bet.
Biggest dogs of the weekend. No one gave us a chance, man.
You know what I got to give a shout out to? It's Taysom Hill.
Oh, Taysom Hill? Dude, that guy did everything.
Is it Taysom or
Taysom?
Taysom, okay.
That guy did everything, bro, that game.
Dude, there's a couple plays where it was like short screens and he would truck 2 or 3 defenders. This guy's a quarterback.
He's a big dude, man. He's like
impressive.
I can't remember. He was on somebody's practice roster. They gave him up. New Orleans pounced on him, and they use him well. Like, you know, in the beginning, he's just like a gimmick guy where they would like hand the ball off to, do like a wildcat kind of thing. But now, like, he was throwing, catching, running, like. Special player, man. There's not many people like that guy. The guy can be a legit quarterback too. Like that throw he threw, I believe it was to Deontay Harris, the punt returner, who burned Rhodes on the move. Of course, you're burning Rhodes. Everyone's burned that guy this year, unfortunately.
Who's that?
Xavier Rhodes, our cornerback. But the punt returner, he was playing wide receiver too.
Yeah.
Unreal. He made the pro, the all pro. He's a rookie. Kid's unbelievable. But anyways, yeah, the throw to him was unreal. But Taysom Hill, yeah, definitely opened a lot of eyes. And it's interesting to see. Okay, Drew Brees is only 8-8 in his playoff career. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like disrespecting him in any way. I'm not throwing shade in any way. The guy is probably he is one of the best quarterbacks. You know, the yards, the touchdowns, and like for someone on his size, like San Diego didn't want him because of his size.
Yeah. But San Diego has a history of fucking up shit.
Yeah, well, like Eli didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? But
right?
I think they did fine with Phillip Rivers. I think they did. Okay.
They didn't win anything, so it doesn't.
But I think he was a good quarterback. Nobody's good. Not everyone can win, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Guy needs to learn how to use a condom, bro.
Fuck that kind of dough.
But no,
fuck, throw out another 10 more, bro. He's got his own team.
Isn't it like 12?
10, I think it is.
That is. Jesus Christ.
Almost
how
there.
Stretched out
almost
is his
there
wife?
For the 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying?
His wife must be unusable
just
at this
beat
point.
up, bro. Ooh.
Dude, it must be gross down there.
No, that's with the surgery, man. He's got money for surgery.
Surgery's good nowadays.
It's all good. Mormons get that shit done? Is that what he is, Mormon?
He's Mormon?
Something like that.
I think maybe it's
one of those religious. I think he would have had 10 kids with or without the money.
Dude, I thought he was just like dumb. I thought he was just pumping his wife.
I like it. What kind of car you drive though? How you know what? That's where it comes to pain in the ass. You need like 2 or 3 vehicles every time you guys got to go somewhere. Like, dude,
my mom, you know those big like 15 passenger like school like rape vans?
The farm vehicles.
No. You know those big 15 passenger ones?
Yeah.
So I've got 5 siblings, right?
Yeah.
My mom had to drive one of those things. And dude, no bullshit, bro. She could parallel park that thing like a fucking champ. It was impressive. People would no bullshit, bro. She'd pull into a
and that's like lot. No cameras.
No,
back in the day, ain't no cameras and shit.
Into a parking lot, and people would stop and look at her, especially like older guys. They'd stop and be like, "All right, bitch, do this." And she'd like one hand palm steer into the parallel parking.
That's awesome.
It was hilarious. What are you gonna do if you're the Saints? Because you've got Teddy Bridgewater, you've got Taysom Hill, and you've got Drew Brees.
Here's the thing too. When Drew Brees had that month off and Two Gloves Teddy went 5-0, I was like, okay, perfect. Drew gets rest. He'll be able to play fresher later in the season.
That was the idea.
It's just like it's almost perfect. You know what I mean? Yep. But like, Drew has the respect to write his own ticket. He'll stay there. And Peyton's going to have his back always. He'll stay there as long as he wants to play, I think. I don't think it's going to like a Tom Brady thing. I think Breeze and Peyton, they like each other. But I don't see the same love with Belichick and Brady as I do with Peyton and
I thought
Breeze.
Belichick and Brady fucking hate each other.
That's what I'm saying. Peyton and Breeze, they ride for each other.
I misunderstood you. I was like,
what I'm saying? So that's why I think it's like Drew gets his respect and be like, bro, if you want to stay till he's, I think, 2 years younger than Tom. 41 this year. Tom will be 43, I believe, something like that. Yeah. I think Drew plays another 2 years in New Orleans. So shitty for Teddy Bridgewater.
So then
ride the bench.
Do you trade Taysom then? I think you get value out of either Teddy or Taysom while you can.
Well, here's the thing.
Right?
If Taysom's going to be your backup quarterback, you can't have him running all those plays out there in case he gets hurt.
I think the NFL is so competitive.
That's where you run your problem.
But if you want to make another run, I think you have to trade Taysom. Like, I haven't looked at what their contract situation is, like who's leaving this year as a free agent.
I'm not sure either. Like, I don't know who's due contracts and all that shit either.
Yeah, I did not look into that at all for prep, but I would, if I was them, I'd look at trading him just because he obviously like proved that he is capable, that he's
trading wise got the most value.
That's what I mean, right? Like, there's so many teams that would jump on that. There's so many teams that are hungry for a quarterback.
Like, they're like, here's the thing, their last 6 playoff losses have all been by 1 score. So,
dude, in terms of
like roster wise, they're so stacked.
In terms of like heartbreaking losses, who's had it worse than the Saints?
Oh, I know. The last 3 years have been brutal,
every single year.
And
bro.
2 out of those 3 years have been my dogs,
Fuck yeah,
the
dude.
Vikings. Yeah. Shout out to the Minnesota Miracle 2 years ago. What up, bitches? But yeah, no lie, they got a raw deal for sure. But like straight up, I don't give a fuck. So, they got talent on both sides of the ball.
They're like they're one of the few complete
you can run
teams.
this team back and they'll have a legit shot next year. So no panic. It's tough to be a Saints fan right now. I'm not going to lie. Just like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking, bro. But like I said, you could run these guys all out next year and you got a legit chance of winning. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Moving on to the Eagles-Seahawks game. Do you think that hit was dirty? The Javon Clowney hit on Carson Wentz that took him out of the game?
First of all, the curse of Carson. Is that what we're going to call this? This guy and his luck, bro.
We had, like, me and you debated this for, like, weeks.
Man,
the other season.
Guy.
You keep Nick Foles, bro.
Yo.
Magic's gone, dude.
Shout out to Josh McCown, though. He played good. Yeah. It wasn't on him why he lost. 40-year-old, first time in the playoffs. I don't even think he was signed. They signed him wherever he was. He was retired or something.
He came out of retirement.
Yeah, so, like, and that guy gets to play his biggest moment, but, like, I feel bad for Carson. I don't even like the Eagles like that. But, like, is that what's going to define this guy's whole career is him being injured all the time? And, like, to see what he did this year with a bunch of no names, no disrespect to those wide receivers, Goddard, Boston, etc. But, like, what he did this year and put the team on his back.
There's no respect. Dude, they were signing people to the roster. They're having tryouts, signing people to the roster the week of.
And they beat the Cowboys for the fucking thing. That's the beautiful thing.
That's not saying much, bro.
Yeah, but, like, yo, Dallas's roster, they could have won
should
that.
Be.
Should have won that, no problem.
Should.
Now, they also just signed Mike McCarthy. I'm not a big fan of that hire for them.
No?
No.
I think that's one
I
of
don't
those
think
things
he's, like, innovative enough. That was one of the reasons why him and Green Bay, he was, like, kind of stale. He's an old school guy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in today's NFL, I don't know. He's never been a big running game guy, and you got top 3 guy in Dallas. You got to give him the ball. He makes Dak a better quarterback, and he gets the ball 25 times.
But what running back has Green Bay had? You didn't have anyone.
No, back then they had like Ryan Grant, Ahmad Jones, and
they got nobody, man.
No, but so like, in the NFL, you are who you are, though.
Yeah, but you can't force yourself to be
a running. He throws a lot on first downs.
Yeah, but if you don't have a running back option, then
like Belichick's a defense guy. You are who you are.
That's
Peyton's an offensive guy. You are who you are.
But I also think we haven't seen Mike McCarthy in a situation where he's had actual tools, where he's actually had an offensive line.
Those Green Bay teams were stacked, dog.
Yeah, but
they should have won way more than one Super Bowl with all the talent they had there.
He's had receivers and a QB to work with. He hasn't had the O-line that Dallas has, and he hasn't had a running back like Dallas has.
I think their O-line back in the day was pretty decent.
It was decent, not like this one though. This one is unreal.
I think this year their defense is better. The Smith boys are killing it. I don't know. It's like them against the Seahawks. I think is the toughest game to call this week. Obviously,
oh for sure. Apparently the Seahawks do. They're 0-3. Russell Wilson is in Lambeau Field all time.
I don't even care about that.
Dude, I do.
I checked the weather.
It's fucking January at Lambeau.
It's just going to be cold, no snow. So that's fine.
But dude.
As long as it doesn't snow.
Because it's grass there, right?
Yeah.
The grass is frozen.
If it snows, you got to hand the ball off a lot. And Seattle just don't have the guys to hand the ball off.
Yeah, but the grass is frozen. It's gross. It's different.
You better get your cleat game right. You know what I'm saying?
But if you haven't played in situations like that before, it's totally different.
Yo, if DK Metcalf can show up like he did last week, bro.
That was one of the highlights of that game.
Best postseason debut by a rookie ever, dog. 7 catches for 160 yards and a touchdown. Fucking crazy.
Did you ever see that?
The way he waved bye to those Philly fans.
Watch him get shut out this game.
It's going to be tough, man. Here's the thing. I think Green Bay's defense can get run on. Their corners are really good. Their safeties are good. So it's going to be, I think, tougher for DK to get those catches. I honestly don't think he's going to have that big of a game. But Lockett's going to step up, hopefully. Hollister's going to step up, hopefully. There's just the run game worries me. But we'll see how it goes. You're never out of it with Russell. I think it's going to come right down to the end. It's going to be one of those games. Whoever has the ball last wins. That's how I see that game playing out. I think it's going to be that close.
I think Lambeau's such a big advantage that if Seattle is going into the third or fourth quarter with a lead, I think they'll be fine. But if they're not, like if Seattle has to play from behind at Lambeau, I think it's over.
I'm never going to not bet against Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know, dude.
I'll never.
Lambeau's a different animal.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. But Russ is a different animal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if Lamar wasn't having
Rodgers isn't Rodgers like he is a few years ago. He's still good, but
he's definitely lost a step.
He don't put the fear in anybody like he used to. You know, they got Devontae Adams, who's ridiculously good, and they got that the vanilla boy Lazard. He's come on.
Lizard? Who?
Lazard, Lazard.
Is that like that Bob Lazard guy?
Oh yeah. That's the alien.
UFC guy.
That's the
Bob Lazard.
Yeah, Bob Lazard. yeah. But no, he's good actually. Like he came on. I think he's like the second leading receiver, and he didn't even play all year. So it's gonna be good. And I love Green Bay's running back Aaron Jones. This kid is so sick. Can run. Can catch out of the backfield, and Rodgers throws the ball to him a lot. So he's gonna be probably the most important guy. I would probably look out for would be him. I would probably pay more attention to him than maybe even Devontae Adams.
Yeah, no shit. Hey.
But we'll see. I don't know. Clowney's injured, and it worries me that the Seahawks can't pressure quarterbacks. So you give Aaron Rodgers another second, he'll fucking kill you. He'll gut you apart, bro. 1 second extra, forget about it, man.
So who's your pick?
I hate the Packers because they're in my division, so I'm riding with the Seahawks. I got Russell squeaking one out.
I think it's the Seahawks.
Hawks are 8-1 on the road too this year, bro. Yeah, I'm glad it's actually not in Seattle because they cannot play good there for some reason. Usually the fans always have their back, and it's a huge difference maker. But this year, for some reason, the road teams, and especially them, they're playing fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I think Seattle's got it. Just because there's always an underdog that wins. in this round, in the divisional round.
And I think I got to think,
And
what,
there's
Packers
no other
must
team.
be only by favored by 3 just because
Yeah, it's
home
the
game.
closest margin.
Yeah, it's pretty
betting
close,
wise.
man.
Like there's no other underdog that I actually have faith in. Like Tennessee's not going to win. Texans aren't going
I
to win.
don't see. I see.
I don't see the Vikings win either.
You know what? I actually see that Tennessee game closer than people think it is. I think the Texans-Chiefs. The Chiefs blow out the Texans. I don't think that one's close. I think just because the Titans can run the ball with Henry, that keeps Lamar off the field.
I understand that, but you know how you were talking about in the Vikings game, in their locker room afterward, how they were so fired up about winning a wild card game? Texans was the same thing. Derrick Henry bought the O-line a bunch of Rolexes. They were freaking the fuck out. Like,
That's good,
This is such a huge, like, they just came off a huge win in Gillette on the road. They just ended a fucking dynasty. I think they're riding such a high right now that
I don't think they win, but I think it's a lot closer.
I think they get
I would
blown
love to know. Actually, I'm going to look up
I think
the
they
line
get
right now.
blown the fuck out, dude. I think
I'm gonna
to play
check
against
that line.
Lamar Jackson and actually win like that and be competitive, you have to come in with like such a high amount of energy. You know what I mean? Especially
When
defensively.
do they play Saturday?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. I just want to check the line in that game.
The line? Oh, I think it's the biggest differential.
Saturday.
It's not going to be close.
So they got Ravens by 9.5. You know, I would take
Yep.
Tennessee on that line, straight up, bro. Mark my words here. You heard it first. I'll take that.
Okay,
I think
so what's your
I think
predictions?
Tennessee can. I think Tennessee can beat that line.
So you've got
I don't got them winning, but I got them beating that line.
okay. So you've got the Ravens.
I
You've
got
Seattle.
I got Ravens. You know, I didn't bet on the Vikings last week, so I can't bet them on this week. Hopefully they win. But I got Ravens 49ers Saturday. Sunday I got Chiefs big, and I got Seahawks.
I'm in the same boat. I don't think there's any other underdog team that can pull it off apart from the Seahawks.
But that Titans game, Titans beat that line.
I don't think so, man. I think Lamar steamrolls them.
We put 20 on it.
Yeah, I'm down. Always. I'll add it to the book.
Cool.
Where's my phone? Oh, whatever. I'll do it after.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a better game than people think, man. Like just because Henry, I'm not asking Henry to go off for $182 again, but if he can go for and Baltimore's got the best defense, I know, but if anyone can bruise them, it's Henry. So it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a lot better than people think, man.
Bro, we need to get a fan in here.
Yeah, or we can crack that window, dog.
Fuck, we'll do that after.
So, but yeah.
There's going to be a problem. I'm getting contact high and I'm useless when I'm high, man. I'm just going to start dozing off.
Okay, so big topic we want to talk about today was top fights, in our opinion, that we liked in 2019 in MMA.
Yeah, we had two categories. We had the best fights of 2019, and then we had, because it is rounding off the 2010s, we had the best fighter of the decade and kind of why and going over it.
Yeah.
You want to start at number 3 for fights each?
Yeah, you take this one first, bro.
Okay, so for me, I want to give honorable mentions to fights of the year. For me, there was really only 5 that really.
Let's do honorable mentions after we do our top 3s.
Oh, I'm talking about just going into number 3 and then doing.
Okay.
beforehand, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So for me, there's really 5 big fights. The two that just about made the cut but didn't for me was Cejudo versus Moraes was one of them.
Yeah, agreed.
That fight was one of the biggest swings I've ever seen in a fight.
Bro, that first round, man.
Moraes looked like a world beater.
He
Jesus
was
Christ.
kicking the inside, outside leg,
Dude,
bro.
he was-
those kicks, man. Wow.
He looked like a fucking ninja. He was running over Cejudo like it wasn't even close.
No.
And then second round, Cejudo comes
legit
out.
worried about Cejudo.
100%.
Legit, and people don't remember he's going for double belt this fight. This fight double belt.
Yes.
Yeah, this one's a double belt.
Yeah, because TJ got
Got
even busted for
more
EPO.
important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even more on the line, let's say, than your average.
Well, of course, he's
and
fighting for a belt.
Fuck, dude, getting worked that first round, bro.
Oh, he was getting shit kicked.
You
I
know?
thought the fight was over in the first round.
It was.
There's
damn
a couple
close, bro.
points where it was like, yo, you could think about stopping this fight right now. And then second round, Cejudo comes out and just makes it an absolute
You know how
brawl.
Cejudo wasn't doing that karate stance either. He was more of a boxing stance. I noticed, that springy karate stance he usually does for the Moraes fight. He was more.
But that's smart.
Stance.
That's game plan. That's what you
But-
want. You want to get inside, fight dirty boxing style, and
Couldn't
take it
close
to
the
him.
distance. He was fighting at kicking distance, which was killing him.
In the first round, for
yeah,
sure he was.
first round. Second round, near the end, let's say the 2 minutes or so, when he closed that distance, and he was catching Moraes pretty fucking solidly.
Oh, 100%.
Bro,
But that's why he's a champion. Is because he can be losing a round in a fucking title fight, then adjust his game plan to come in and make the right call. But
is he not an Olympic gold medalist?
Yeah.
In
wrestling.
In wrestling. There you go.
wrestling, And then
Bro, crazy talent, bro.
100%.
Beat Mighty Mouse for Christ's sake.
100%.
You know what I'm
toe to
saying?
toe with him.
Yeah,
two
like,
fights, beat him in the second. Although
crazy good, bro. Crazy good.
It was a close fight.
Super talented though. Like you know.
Side note: do you think Demetrius or Cejudo won that second fight? I had Mighty Mouse winning.
I think so too, but honestly, I love Mighty Mouse, so I thought maybe it might have been a bias of mine. But like,
no,
I'm glad to hear that you thought he won too.
Yeah, he won.
You know what I'm saying?
That fight 100%. Dude, we're getting so caught up on the honorable mention.
Next one. Who do you?
Next one.
Another honorable mention.
I had one more, and this was recommended. I was just doing some research and going back and rewatching some of the fights, and this was recommended to me by a friend. It's Riddell versus Malarkey, and I forget what card. It's an undercard. It's a prelim fight. First two rounds, they're going back and forth. Malarkey's a bit of a wrestler, and Riddell's a bit of a striker. They're going back and forth. Malarkey pins him up against the fence a couple times, but they're cracking each other, trading, but nothing crazy, right?
Okay.
Then the third round comes in. And no bullshit, bro, this is the most wild third round I have ever seen in my life.
Nice.
I was telling you earlier, there's a couple times where Riddell dropped Malarkey. Malarkey would shoot for a double, basically like off of his knees, just as desperation. Riddell would push off him to let him stand up. And I believe it was Mark Goddard had to step in and put Malarkey's fucking mouth guard back into him. And
bro.
Fight.
Love that.
3 times.
Love that.
I have a photo to show you too. This is like at the very end of the fight. You should see Malarkey's ear. Look at this shit.
Oh wow,
it is
bro!
The worst case of cauliflower ear I have ever seen in my life. His whole entire ear is basically closed.
That is crazy.
You can barely see his ear hole.
Unbelievable.
He got fucking cranked. The fight ends with the two of them on their knees facing each other, and Riddell just smokes him in the mouth.
That's nutty. Now the outcome of the fight. What was it?
Riddell
do you
won.
remember? Okay.
It was decision Riddell.
I don't even remember that fight, bro.
No, I didn't see. It was a prelim fight, right? A lot of the times, if it's not someone I know, I usually don't tune into the prelims. Just
Yeah,
I'm
me
busy,
too.
right?
Yeah.
But
like straight up, let's get to the good shit here. No
100%.
disrespect to the prelim dudes.
Okay,
you know
so for me, the third best fight of the year was Holloway versus Poirier. Couple different reasons why. For me, going into this list, I kind of factored in the build up to the fight and where each person was at kind of in the career and what went into the build up, because that's what gets me hyped for fights.
Yeah.
So for this, Max Holloway had run through fucking everyone in his division, and so he was stepping up to 155.
Right.
And basically, the winner of this
Which
fight,
I didn't like.
Well, there's the thing, right? Is because even at 145, he was a volume.
No
striker.
power, bro.
He never didn't finish anybody.
Yeah,
never finished anybody.
Not even a featherweight, right? Yeah, right.
And then, and the biggest example of this is in the Ortega fight. He had the most significant strikes in the history of the UFC. It was something like 500, and Ortega would not drop. Holloway has no power.
Bloody,
Dude, it was gross,
bro. That was
for me. That was one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen.
And it was definitely like Max is one of my all-time faves. So, but that was definitely like that fight where like that put him on the map. That kind of fight, like you're a legend from that kind of fight. You know what I'm saying?
That fight like solidified him as one of the best of all time.
Unbelievable, Max, man.
100%.
I just actually listened to his Rogan.
Yeah,
I was a bit
super
late,
good dude.
Yeah,
super,
he is,
super
man.
Good
He
dude.
is. Yeah, he is.
And then
sorry, go on.
And then for Poirier is one of those guys who like he'll string together 3-4 fights, and then he comes to a big fight, and then he fucks it up and loses. Then he'll string together 3-4 fights, gets to a big fight, fucks it up, loses.
One thing I'll say about Poirier, he's fought the best of the best.
Oh,
though.
but he's always been right there.
You know,
he's
like
always
yeah,
been
man.
right there,
Like
top
I give
five.
him like that guy is, and like his boxing in this fight. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it was so crisp, bro. Like yeah. Anyways, go on. It was a good display by Poirier for sure.
And the biggest basically decision why. So what happened was 5-round fight decision. Poirier ended up winning unanimous decision, and the biggest reason why is what we were just saying is that there's a huge power difference between Max and Dustin.
Right.
They were both trading shots, but Dustin's shots always hit harder, and especially evident in the first round. Like Max was getting cranked, dude.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen him take damage like that.
Me neither,
it was
man.
Straight right hand down the
Me
pipe,
neither.
and he just getting head snap back, but he wouldn't fucking go down.
Right.
And it was one of those things like, holy shit.
The pride, that Hawaiian pride in him, man.
But the crazy thing is, in between rounds, he'd walk out, point to this fucking bottom of the cage, and be pounding his chest, be like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." Meanwhile, he's bloodied the fuck up and barely conscious.
Max is a straight G.
100%. But why this fight was also so good was because Poirier put him on, like basically ended the fight in the first round. Max hung in. Second round, more of the same thing, but not as bad. And then at the third and fourth round, Max starts to actually turn the tide of the fight. He all of a sudden starts landing shots. He puts Poirier on the ropes a little bit. And it was one of those swings where you're like, holy fuck, is he going to do this? Is he going to do this? Is he going to do this? Is he going to come back in this fight? Ended up losing, but sick fight.
I know the third round, Max's eye was starting to close up.
Yep.
But yeah, he had him against the cage, finishing that round with combos, elbows. And I think through round 3, Max absorbed 125 punches to the head, bro.
It was wild.
Oh, man. Like Dustin, like, all the credit to Dustin. Like, I think even, like, through his career, I kind of didn't give him the respect he deserves. But if you, like I said, look at his history, dude is no joke. And I know he's talking retirement right now or some. I hope that's, like, kind of bullshit.
But what is he going to do? If you're Dustin, what's your next fight?
I don't know. Maybe he has an out plan. We don't know. Maybe he's been working on one. We don't know.
Did he fight at 145? Pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, him and Max's first fight was him. And he mounted triangle.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And Max, that was his first fight. He lost. Yeah.
So that's me. He's already gone up a weight class. Like, I don't know what Poirier does.
Yeah, I don't know because and this is
don't get me
again,
wrong,
no
super
disrespect.
good guy.
Khabib just smothers him, and you can see how frustrated he was. He's like, between rounds, he's like walking back to the corner. He's like, I can't fucking get him off of me.
But everybody does that.
Yeah, but like to see somebody
get broken like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're 100%. A professional and you're broken like that.
Like,
just tells you like how Khabib is so
like these guys
bro.
Get into cages and fight other grown men for a living. And when you're able to break someone's will
it's
like
that, gladiator shit back
100%.
in the day, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's primal.
Yeah.
That's why I fucking love it.
It's like one of the most primal things out there, bro. Like
100%
just
it is.
two dudes and knuckles, dog.
Dude, I could never, ever do that.
It's a crazy living. I wouldn't want to do that, dog. Fuck no, man.
One, just for the money, it's shit and it's non-existent. But two, I could never get into a cage like that and be like, all right, me and this other guy, we're going to war.
No doubt.
All right,
what else you got on your top 3 there, bro?
Nope, you're up next. You go. You want to hear your third?
Well, okay. My third, I had Vicente Luque against Brian Barberena. Fight was an absolute slugfest. It was fight night in February. They landed a combined 332 significant strikes during 3 rounds. And that's only second to Nate Diaz, Donald Cerrone, who landed 334 in UFC 141.
Jesus Christ.
Break it down a little bit. Luque landed 163 significant strikes and 124 total. Barberena landed 169 significant strikes and 195 total. So round 1, Luque comes out strong. This kid, his boxing is great.
What were the records going into the fight? What was the build up to it?
I don't remember what the record was. I was supposed to write it down. Totally dropped the ball on that one.
Here, I'll look it up. Keep going.
Yeah, do that. Anyways, so Luque comes out strong. His boxing's great. He's just punching Barberena in the head. And Barberena, I don't think he's ever been knocked down before this fight. And he's eating him, bro. And when I'm talking I'm talking combos right, left, just would drop normal people. Barberena's chin is probably one of the best I've ever seen.
And he was just eating it.
Eating it, bro. So he's eating these, and all of a sudden, Barberena lands a straight left and knocks Luque down with about a minute left. Luque ends up getting his back, though, and puts him in a tight choke. I thought Barberena was going to tap, to be honest.
Yeah.
Barberena gets out, ends the round with him on top, raining elbows. Bell goes.
Jesus Christ.
So round 2 comes. Barberena comes out throwing. He's punching through and around Luque's guard. Luque's got a nice high guard.
Yeah.
Barberena's first trying to grab Luque's hand and push it down and punch.
Yeah.
Kind of goes away from that strategy. Starts punching just right through and around. And Luque is his face is getting punched pretty bad, getting battered. They're trading, bro. They're in the middle of the ring. Luque starts landing hard. Again, Barberena's just eating them. I'm literally laughing out loud. This is one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. They're firing back and forth. I do it no justice by description. I know if you guys those of you have watched it, know what I'm talking about. Those of you that haven't, you gotta Google that fight and watch it.
That's gonna be that way with everything, though. We're literally just describing fights that happen.
Oh yeah, but You know, I don't do it justice, man. Like, this is something that you have to have seen. If you haven't watched it, you got to watch it.
All right, sign up for a second. We got to open a window. I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
We can cut this, dude, but yeah, we can't do this smoking. I'm dying, dude.
Yeah, that's all good, bro. Open the curtain, dog.
It's all good.
Smoked out Drew here. Anyways, okay. So Barberina gets knocked down briefly at the end of round 2. Bell goes. So round 3 comes, and obviously these guys are just standing and banging. Barberina actually volume goes up nicely. He's not really throwing real power anymore, but he's definitely touching him. He's just trying to get the volume off. The fans are going crazy, applauding both of the guys. So for mostly the round, Barberina's just touching. Luque ends up getting Barberina against the cage, and he ends up punching Barberina through his guards. Now he ends up grabbing the tie clinch behind the back of the neck.
Yep.
Lands the right knee, and as Barberina's going down, he lands a second knee, bro. Barberina's like out, gets on top, starts punching, and this is like
Game
literally
over.
with like 5 seconds left in the round.
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
TKO.
Sick.
Like I said, first time Barberina went down. Like, I will definitely be tuning in to both of these guys' fights from here on
100%.
out. Just from that fight. Unbelievable. Barberina, I don't know what he must have felt like the next day. Honestly, man. Like, I never
that
seen
bad.
somebody... And kind of like both of them. Luque's face was actually the worst of the wear. But, like, I would have been KO'd, bro, round 1.
Yeah, no shit.
Straight up. Like,
Buddy, any of these punches we'd be
95% of dudes would have been KO'd, man. I'm telling you.
Anything
Unbelievable.
like all right, bro. Who you got for your second best fight?
My second was your Poirier Holloway. So,
You got anything else to add to it?
nah, I got nothing else to add to that, bro.
No? Okay, we'll jump back to my second. So for me, I bounced back between this one and the Poirier fight quite a bit, like deciding which one I want to be second. But it was Yoel Romero versus Paulo Costa.
Ah, beautiful fight, bro. Beautiful.
And one of the reasons why this fight was so fucking insane.
3-rounder only, right?
3-rounder.
Right. Yeah.
But it was a fucking war, dude.
Oh, man. Straight up. Big age difference, too. Let's put that out
But
there.
buddy, this is the thing, is Yoel Romero's been doing this for a fucking minute. He was 42.
Also Olympic medalist, silver medalist?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. If I made that up, sorry. But,
That man is a bodybuilder, bro.
bro, that guy has no business being in that weight class. Are you kidding me, dude?
He is so jacked, but so is Paulo Costa.
Yeah,
Paulo Costa's a big boy.
Big sauce championships here, bro.
100%.
Straight
and that's
up,
why, and that's
bro.
why this fight was so good, because these guys both just like
Romero's got that
standing
Cuban
bang.
good. You know what I'm saying? Man. Anyways, yeah. Sorry. Go on.
So Romero's 42 coming into this fight. He was coming off a loss. Before that, he had won against Luke Rockhold, and then another loss. And both those losses were to Robert Whittaker.
Right. Okay.
And so
yeah.
this was supposed to be Romero's kind of comeback fight, right? Like, okay, Paulo Costa's this up and comer. At that time, Paulo Costa was 12-0. So this was okay.
Yeah. That's right.
For both these guys, this was big, right? Yoel Romero, you lose this fight, you're kind of fucked because you lost twice to the champ. You don't really got much else. Like
People love Romero.
100%,
though.
but-
it's like Sanchez, where Sanchez doesn't win, but he keeps signing these fucking fight deals.
100%,
You know,
dude.
you know what I mean?
It's like Cowboy.
Romero could be one of those
It's
guys.
like Cowboy, 100%. But I mean, when's it going to be over? He's fucking 42.
I guarantee we see him fight this year.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
still right there.
Oh, yeah.
But it's one of those things where, like, if he loses this Paulo Costa fight, you're 100% probably never getting another chance at the title at the time. Because at the time, Izzy hadn't come into play and whatnot. But at
agreed.
the time, you're probably like, you're probably fucked title-wise. You'd still be around, but fucked title-wise.
Right,
And
yeah.
Paulo Costa, like I said, 12-0 coming up, so he has so much fucking hype behind him. And this is the fight where, like, okay, if you beat Yoel Romero, this is your ticket, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're getting a title shot, or you're getting one more guy than a title shot.
Right.
So this is fucking big deal, right? So right at the beginning, typical Yoel Romero comes out just fucking swinging, dude. As with everybody, right? Anytime you fight Yoel Romero, you kind of gotta like weather the storm at the beginning because this fucking gorilla is coming.
He will get tired.
Oh yeah, and he's coming at your fucking
Carrying
face.
all that muscle, bro.
Dude. I'd like to see like what Yoel Romero's win rate is in a 3-round fight, in all of his 3-round fights versus his 5-round fights.
I'm not betting against him not going 5, but his output would be
dude,
nothing.
I'm betting against him going 5.
I think he's just a
gets
gamer.
so tired.
Yeah, I know, but I just think he probably only throws like 3 punches the 5th round.
Yeah, no
But
shit.
he's going out there.
Yeah, but
What is he-
obviously he's not going to not go, but he's not useful in the fifth round.
Nah.
He's dead, man.
No.
There's no chance, right? So, basically, Costa comes out and drops Yoel Romero. And this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Because Yoel Romero comes out of the gate, Costa catches him with a fucking hook and drops him, right? Instantly, Yoel Romero gets up. No, but this is the funny thing. I don't know if you know this. Yoel Romero is like backing away, like running away from Costa basically.
Right.
After he gets up, Yoel Romero goes, "Yo, what's that?"
And points. Yeah, I see that. I watched the fight yesterday.
Cage.
I watched the fight yesterday.
And Costa looks for a half second and fucking drops him, dude. Oh my god, this was by far my favorite moment of the year.
Yeah, that was
fucking hilarious.
That was G, bro. That was G.
So you guys both drop each other. Costa gets right back up. Ends the round.
And Costa's laughing.
Oh, dude.
Tongue out. He's laughing.
So
he's loving it, bro. Yeah.
So ends the round with Costa kind of stalking him down. Second round, this round was super, super even. It was a little bit more mellow, though. Costa is stalking most of the time.
Already, Yoel, you can see the gassing.
100%.
Yeah.
But most of the round is just Costa kind of picking his shots. He jabs a little bit. Yoel also gets a takedown at the end of the round, which is big.
Right. Yes.
Because first round, up in the air. This round, Costa's winning it, but then Yoel hits a takedown, so it's like, again, up in the air.
And, like, you're not getting Yoel off you.
Oh, no. He's a big boy.
Forget about it, bro.
So then, third round comes. They're trading shots early, and then Yoel eye pokes Costa. Straight
right.
up, eye pokes him.
That's
and everyone's
right.
like, oh, fuck, dude. Are we losing this
yeah.
fight, right? Like, is this over? Costa gets up. Sorry, not gets up, but he comes back out. He's good, whatever. They start trading shots again. And, oh, this is the funniest fucking shit again, too. Yoel Romero, actually, it might have been, it was in the first round. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. In the first round, just another side note.
Yeah.
Paulo Costa, I have never seen this before, knees Yoel Romero straight in the balls.
Right, I remember
with
that.
the cleanest knee I have ever seen to someone's groin.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
right.
like,
That's right.
oh my god. And he took like a solid 5 minutes to recover. Sorry, I thought that was in the third. That was in the first. But so after the eye pokes, they trade hard. Couple times Yoel actually has Paulo Costa up against the cage, and fucking Paulo Costa will grab him, and then Yoel will push off, point to the middle of, at the cage, and be like, "Yo, come right here." And Costa's like, "No," and fucking Yoel drags him out.
Right.
Which is dope. End of the fight, they're kind of trading. Yoel lands a takedown at the very end. This is one of those fights where it could have gone both ways, and both these guys are absolute sauce monkeys.
Yeah,
They're fucking huge.
And like a lot of people have it one way or the other. It's not a clear cut like either one run. You talk to a lot of guys will say Romero, a lot of guys Costa, right?
100%. So it was just one of those fights where it's two sauce monkeys.
Oh, it was good. Definitely. It was definitely a contender. I got to throw honorable mention to Masvidal Till, just because that started it off for Street Jesus. That was it. Like that, like that's the ascent. Like he's just all of a sudden a bad dude knocking ninjas out. You know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Well, didn't he go on like some game show and sit out in the wild? Like,
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And then he like out
I
there,
can't
like,
remember the
found
game show,
himself
but
or
he
some
did
shit.
was no TV, phones, none of that stuff, and
he found himself in the woods. Or
yeah,
some shit.
came back and it was over for guys, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. So, super stoked to see what he's got coming up this year. He just wants money fights. He don't
100%.
care about the belts. And that's the smartest thing he can do. Belts don't pay the bills. Money does, bro.
Yeah.
You talk to these guys that won Super Bowls and can't pay their bills. You think they give a flying fuck about Super Bowl?
The amount of Super Bowl rings you see in pawn shops.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Fucking
they don't give a fuck.
It's
Give me
really
the money,
sad.
bro. Give me the money. I'll make my own goddamn Super Bowl ring.
Like your entire life, you've been working for one thing. You get it, and then you fuck up the money to the point where you have to sell that ring. Like,
yeah, a lot of them do too.
yeah,
bro,
man, it's fucking sad.
So,
what's
your
best fight 2019? We had the same fight.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had the same fight.
This is the fight of the year. If you say anything else, you're retarded. You don't know what you're talking about straight up. This was Israel Adesanya versus Kelvin Gastelum.
UFC 236
for the interim belt. And holy shit, was this fucking a fight.
Oh, dude. It was ridiculous. Some of the stats. Adesanya had 4 knockdowns on Gastelum. Significant strikes, Adesanya 109 out of 237. Gastelum was 91 out of 220. Total strikes, Adesanya 119 out of 247. Gastelum 92 out of 222. I think Gastelum had 1 takedown in 9 attempts. And Adesanya had a big reach advantage, 8.5 inches, which played a role for sure.
Oh, it was a huge role.
Oh man, but
It changed Kelvin's entire game plan.
that first round, bro. Kelvin looked so good, bro.
100%. And this was another one of those fights where there was a huge build up and lead up to it.
And like it matched the hype though, which rarely happens.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, we went to, not to get sidetracked, but we went to the Gaethje Cowboy fight, which could have been on this list. The time we went, that could have been one of the fights of the year.
Also, floor seats, not a big deal. Don't worry.
But that could have been on the list. We could have talked about that being top 3.
Oh, 100%. That was one of those fights that
ended
paper,
quicker than anyone would have liked, probably.
It was so disappointing.
Anyways, going back to this fight here, like we were saying, Kelvin looked so good coming out the first round, bro.
100% he did.
You know,
but it was one of those things where you're talking about with his Israel Adesanya's reach. Like, Kelvin has to make it a dirty fight. He has to get in close.
And he got close that first round, throwing bombs,
he
bro.
Just came at him.
Yeah, man. And like, Adesanya legit getting tagged.
100%.
You know?
In the first round, Adesanya got dropped. And it was the first time anyone's ever put it on Israel like that.
Yeah, I was, honestly, I didn't think Kelvin could bring it like that.
Nope. But
especially not to Adesanya.
Well, this
you
is
know
the
what
thing,
I mean?
is during that year.
No disrespect.
In the last year and a half before that fight, Izzy had run through everybody.
Up. Bro.
Like, this was one of those things where you
16-0 or something coming right into this fight or something.
And you're watching.
I think Gastelum was 16-3.
And you're watching him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
You're watching him come like up through the UFC in like a span of a year and a half. He has his UFC debut, and then he's fighting for an interim. And the way he won all of his fights, it wasn't even close. It was one of those things where like, holy shit. It was similar to like
Starching ninjas, bro.
Yeah, but it was similar to Anderson Silva's come up where like you were just like, holy fuck, I can't do anything against
Special dude, bro.
Have you ever gone back and watched some of his kickboxing shit?
No, I've never seen any of his kickboxing shit.
It's impressive, man. Like this guy like goes to wars, and this was the thing is.
Well, you see it like his striking game in fucking UFC is
wild,
bro,
man.
On point, man.
And this is the thing is we'd never seen him go like anybody take him into deep waters. We never seen any adversity for him. He just been starching motherfuckers.
Oh man.
And so everyone was always like, oh man, he's like, if someone takes him into deep waters, he's fucked. But if you go back and you actually watch his kickboxing fights, dude, he had wars. He went to war with some people, man. I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but there's one guy who's like big in the kickboxing world at least.
Yeah.
And they had a fucking war. He ended up losing that fight actually.
Okay.
But like Israel's been through some shit.
Yo, like sometimes losses are a good thing, man. Straight up, you can learn a lot from a loss, man. Not everyone's going to be perfect. You know, I know he's perfect in UFC. His only losses have come from kickboxing, I believe, right? Because he was 16-0 coming in here.
MMA's perfect record.
But I mean, that background's definitely paid off, right?
Yes, sir.
Round 2, Gastelum still looking good. Came out with that jab. Adesanya could not figure out the timing. He did ended up knocking down Gastelum with a big right hand, but Gastelum was a bit off balance for sure. And then Adesanya also landed that spinning elbow.
Yep.
Did some serious damage there too, for sure. You know, good fight though, for sure. Like back and forth, no one's really dominating. Adesanya definitely got more strikes in the second round than the first, for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he opened up with body shots, like coming right out of the gate, like body kicks.
Right.
And so he kind of put Kelvin at a distance, and then for the rest of the round, he was picking his shots. And by the end of the round, he was really starting to
look
flow.
better. Look way
100%.
better. Look
and
way
then he
better.
dropped Kelvin, right? But this is one of those things where first round, Kelvin all the way. He beat Israel up. He dropped Izzy. And then second round, Israel comes back, drops him. And you're like, holy shit.
This is probably where, like, now Adesanya starts to take over slowly here.
100%.
You know, it's Gastelum starts fading a bit, you know, after this point on.
And then in the third round, this is like prime Israel Adesanya. This is the round where Izzy sits back, almost John Jones-esque. Takes his time with the fight, slows it down.
And you can tell he knows he's figured out the timing, distance.
100%.
He knows he's locking in. Right.
Figures out his range. He's picking Kelvin apart, doing basically whatever he wants to him. That's pretty much...
KG looked super gassed.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
At one point, though, Kelvin does take him down, but Israel just stands back up. And that's
right.
The third round was just Israel teeing off.
Yeah.
The fourth is where you're like, holy shit, Kelvin. Because Kelvin is obviously now down 2-1.
Right. Still coming forward, though. He is coming forward.
Oh, dude, this was the round where Kelvin...
Just coming up short, though.
I thought Kelvin won round 4. Like, I had... So, Israel won round 1. Sorry, Kelvin round...
No, Kelvin won 1, for sure, yeah.
Knocked him down. Israel won the next 2 rounds. And then Kelvin, I think, won this round, too. So he comes out and was just
rolling with
The
head kick. And
man.
Yeah. Right.
And Izzy
okay,
stumbled back against the cage after he got head kicked by Kelvin.
It was got him on the neckish kind of. Wasn't clean head, clean. Right?
It was shin to the neck.
Yeah. But still, nonetheless, Adesanya rocked.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
And we've never seen that, at least
man.
inside the cage. And so this is now twice where Izzy was once dropped, almost dropped a second time. We were like, holy fuck. And that was
one thing I don't understand, though. Okay, he was rocked, and Gastelum goes for a level change instead of trying to just finish him. Like, what are you doing, bro? You got him against the cage, stunned like a motherfucker. Let's throw your hands, and he's going for a level change. And I believe I might be mistaken on his corner yelling it out, but that was one thing I did not understand. I don't know. I thought that was like
that's how Kelvin wins his fights, though.
I thought it was a mistake, bro.
But that's how Kelvin wins. Actually, sorry, I'm wrong on that. I was thinking of a different fighter. During that fight, there was a stat that Kelvin, the one takedown that he did land, that was the first takedown he's ever landed since 2015.
Really?
Yeah. So I forget his coach, but it's a Unreal Boxing striking coach.
Okay.
Sorry, I was thinking about a different fight. Yeah, the level change is fucking weird because if he hasn't landed one in, what was it, like 4 years?
I just didn't understand it, bro. It was like so stunned. Like you could have done something.
100%.
And then round 5, yeah, it's kind of like the beginning of the end here for Gastelum, you know?
Round starts out, they're trading. And then Izzy...
Piecing him, bro.
Oh, dude. He's picking apart. But Kelvin's throwing haymakers.
Yo, can I get a 5-piece combo, dog? Yeah. But he's eating them, though. Like, yo, tough motherfucker Gastelum, bro. Like,
I think the biggest...
Bro, tough. Like, seriously, man.
I think the biggest takeaway from this fight is how good was Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, yeah, legit.
Straight up.
Like
yeah. Izzy went to war with this guy.
Respect goes way up for Gastelum.
Yeah, man. And
way up,
ran
man.
through Whitaker, and you're like, holy shit, how good was Kelvin?
Yeah, man.
But this round was weird. One, they were kind of picking each other apart at the beginning, but then Izzy gets into a position out of the clinch where he's standing guillotines Kelvin.
Right, yeah.
And everyone starts losing their shit.
And then he tries to triangle also.
Yeah, because Izzy sits back for it, then Kelvin reverses, and then Izzy starts throwing up triangles. And
yeah.
So with the triangle, you have to grab your shin, and then you throw your other leg over and lock it, right?
Right.
And so Izzy has his hand on shin, throws his other leg over to lock it, but then starts sliding off the top.
Too slippery.
Oh, dude, but at this point, I'm losing my shit.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya goes for a guillotine and then a triangle, and I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on? But he ends up slipping off with him. And he
goes back to just piecing him up, bro.
Oh, dude. And it was nasty.
Rocks him twice. Knocks him down with about a minute. Knocks Gastelum down with about a minute left. And like I said, like this is where he's really just imposing his will, picking him apart. All the respect to Gastelum, but he's really like, and like you even had Rogan at the end there saying, "Stop the fight" before the bell actually went. You know.
What do you think of that? Do you think he should have stopped the fight?
Nah.
I think it was the right call to not.
Yeah, I think it too. And it was like all 3 judges had it 48-46 for Adesanya. Yeah, but I gotta say that was definitely the best fight of 2019.
Israel really proved himself. Like it was one of those things where going into round 5,
and Gastelum too. Like we said,
100%.
Respect way up after this fight, bro.
But going into round 5, it was Kelvin had won round 4 clearly, and Izzy had to prove himself, and he fucking did. He stepped right up, and it was unreal.
Like you said, taking the deep waters, and fucking coming out, fucking smelling like roses, dog.
Yeah, no
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? Fuck, great performance by both of them. You know what I'm saying? By both of them, definitely.
Dude, you got me smoked out right
now. Well, you want to talk about Fighter of the Decade, MMA Fighter of the Decade?
Sounds good to me. I think really there's only 2-3 options.
I think there's only one clear cut, but there's a couple legit guys on the list that you can at least talk about.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Who do you got then? Because for me, it was really only 2.
I got Jones on top of the list, bro.
Damn.
2-time light heavyweight champ, 10 title defenses, youngest ever to win a title against Mauricio Hua, UFC 128. Nothing but high profile fights, bro. Machida, Rampage, Rashad Evans. I said Hua, Cormier twice, Gustafsson twice. If UFC had a Mount Rushmore, he would be one of the spots.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
John Jones.
Yeah,
100%.
so I don't know. Like that guy's career, like, when he gives a fuck, it's over for ninjas.
Dude, I want him to go back.
When he's got the blow out of his nose.
I want him to go back to doing blow and partying and fucking hookers.
Ah,
and doing all this stuff. He was a different animal back then, man. Crashing cars, running from the cops. Fuck.
But I think it's like right now, and I hate to say, like, no disrespect, it's too easy for this guy.
That's
like, you know, when he's standing there and he beats you at your own game because he wants to prove a point. And like, you want to talk about deep waters, bro? He's been in the deep waters, man.
He's only been in the deep waters really
bro.
once. Really once.
Gustafson.
But that's a testament to how good he was.
Like,
he was doing coke
that fight,
the day
that's
of.
legend fight right there.
Yeah, he
you
was
know
doing
what I'm
coke
saying?
the night before.
I love it,
The night
bro.
before.
Love it.
He barely showed up to training camp, and he fucking went to war and beat one of the best in the world.
But, you know, does he go to heavyweight this year? Or is it 2 years? What's your thoughts?
The only reason why...
I think he has to go to heavyweight.
I think in order to cement his legacy, he has to go to heavyweight. I think there's no one in this division. This division isn't fun to watch anymore.
Nah.
There's no one. The only exciting person was Johnny Walker, but then he got starched by Corey Anderson.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Corey, yeah. Straight up, bro.
Unreal fight. But yeah, man, there's no one in this division. He needs to go up and leave.
I think so, too. Like,
and realistically, like, if he goes up and leave, then goes up to heavyweight, there's not even a conversation for anyone else.
Him and Rumble Johnson, 2021. I'm just throwing it out there.
Dude, I would. If I'm John,
Rumble's coming back, though, right? As a heavyweight, too, right?
I would never take that
He's
fight.
He's a big boy, I hear.
I would never take that fight. If I'm John...
No, I don't think... I'm just throwing it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Clear of Rumble. You know what I want to see? I want to see Rumble and Francis.
Oh, man.
Dude. Someone's going to die. No. Someone is going to die.
I think Francis, just because his conditioning is better, I think Francis gets him in the second and third and then hurts Rumble and probably KOs him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I can see
Not
that.
saying, like, no disrespect to Rumble, but I just think
He's also been
being
off.
out of the game for that long.
He's been off for way too long, man.
And you're that so much older, you're not like 25 coming back in it, bro. You know what I mean?
Ngannou's still on the come up, too. Like, he's hungry. This is like a comeback for Rumble, right? And he's kind of...
Yo, a lot of talk out there about Ngannou being a pro boxer, bro. Way bigger money.
He'd have to take time off. It's
UFC over, bro, I think.
No. I mean, when I mean time off is, he'd have to, like, not fight for, like, 2-3 years.
I've heard, like, Rogan talk about it. There's a few people that have talked about it.
He'd have to, like, put his head down and train strictly boxing for, like, 2 to 3 years.
I don't think he does it, but it's very interesting.
It'd
be super interesting. Something cool to talk about for sure. He would starch guys, bro.
It'd be fun to watch.
For sure, man. For sure. And I think, honestly, even if he didn't win the belt in boxing, he would make more money.
Oh, he'd make so much more money.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because I don't even know what his last purse was, but it's not a lot.
Not yet,
compared
anyways.
to a boxing.
Not yet, no.
Not compared to boxers.
Who else you got on the fighter of the decade, like, honorable mentions?
For me, it was between John Jones and Khabib.
Okay, yeah.
And the only, like, right off the rip, your instinct is John Jones. But the only reason I second guessed it a little bit was the quality of competition.
Right.
Khabib, for me, has beaten better guys. He's fighting, and, like, MMA is the sport that's so young that there's been so much progression in the last 10 years. And the people that John Jones beat was kind of the phase out of the older generation, Machida, all those guys. Mm-hmm. And so he was fighting, in my, like, comparatively, guys that weren't as talented as the guys that Khabib had to beat coming up.
Okay.
And I think the level of guys at Khabib's weight class are better than the guys of John Jones. And I don't think anyone can argue that.
Yeah, no, good point.
So John Jones has it just based on resume, but I think Khabib is right there. Because we've never seen someone this dominant.
Yo, Khabib might go down as one of the most dominant champions
I think
ever.
he will. I think he will.
You know? And that's saying something. You know what I'm saying? You know, another guy I have on that list, actually, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. 21-3-1 UFC record. He had the second most UFC title wins with 12. The one flyweight World Grand Prix winner. I think the only losses were to Dominic Cruz and Cejudo, right?
Yep.
Twice?
Yep.
Or is that right? But yeah, those are the only two he's lost to.
No. He beat Cejudo the first time with that nasty ass armbar.
Right.
And then lost the second one.
Okay, and then Cruz also lost to Dominic Cruz.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe right off the rip. I don't know that.
If I'm wrong on that, whatever.
He's fine.
But I think I'm right though. But we'll see. What else you want to talk about, bro?
The only other thing I had, like, fight-wise, was just going over some of the best KOs of the year. Now, obviously, Masvidal Askren, best KO, and it's not even fucking close.
Yeah, and the fact that he puts out the video of him practicing that, like, just for everyone to say, yo, that was such a fluke, and then he puts that out the next morning, like, yo, shut the fuck up. That was no fluke.
No shit.
You know?
It also
Unreal, man. It's like Babe Ruth calling a shot. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable, dog.
It's also a testament to how good his coaching is. Because for his coach, like, it was one of those things where, like, his coach apparently came in. I forget who it is. I want to say it's Firas Zahabi, but I think that's wrong.
I can't remember. American Top Team, right? That's his gym, I think.
Okay, well, then that's it. Because Firas is a TriStar.
Yes, I think it's American Top Team.
Okay. But either way, he said that his coaches saw that opening and then had him train that specifically.
Beauty. Oh,
it wasn't just like a read. They were specifically trained for this.
And nothing ever works out that perfect right off the bat.
It was so high level.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and dude, it was gangster. The way he like sits back, arms like behind his
yeah, man.
quick little
So
double step
G.
and full sprint.
I love how gangster Masvidal is.
Oh,
you
dude,
know,
he's a G.
he's such a G. Miami cat, like, you know that guy's probably moving hella weight. You know, fuck.
I didn't even think about that.
Guy's got some serious connections in Miami, bro. Oh man,
Man,
Jorge for sure, bro. What up, Jorge?
the homecoming parties must have been fucking unreal.
Guy's a straight gangster from backyard to baddest motherfucker.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I'm saying though? Like, yo, like he took Kimbo's model and made it that much better. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Kimbo. But yeah, like. And to see what that guy's coming, like I said, he don't give a fuck about the belts. Fuck the belt. Give me the money, bro.
He's so much bigger than than the belt is right now.
So good for him. I can't fucking wait. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Conor after this fight coming up. That's on the 18th.
Do you think Conor wins that fight?
Okay, here's my thing.
Conor versus Cowboy we're talking about now.
Here's my thing. I never will give it to somebody coming off a layoff, especially as long as Conor. But I think he's catching Cerrone at the right time in Cerrone's career. I don't want to say Cerrone's on his way out, but I'm going to say he's on the back half of his career. And I think that favors Conor.
Oh, 100% it does.
You know what I mean?
I think
UFC never gives tune-up fights, but this is UFC's way of giving Conor a tune-up fight, I think.
Justin Gaethje's getting fucked in all of this.
I think Gaethje comes after... I think Conor does win. I never take guys off layoff, but I'm going to say Conor
I think Conor wins too. I
think he fights Gaethje next.
I don't think he fights Gaethje.
I think Gaethje is like, because him and Cowboy are so tight, I think that's what happens.
I think he wants the Khabib rematch so bad.
Or Masvidal. What about Masvidal?
This is the thing. He's either going to fight Khabib or Masvidal.
I don't think
After
he gets
he
to
beats
Khabib
Cowboy.
just off of one fight. Even if let's say he knocks Cowboy out, I don't think he gets the title fight right away. Because UFC wants to make money off Conor.
Okay, but you have
So we'll put him Jorge, and then you get Khabib. If you beat Jorge, fucking rights you get Khabib. But you're not just getting Khabib from being
Jorge's a different weight
older
division.
Cowboy. You know, that's how I see it.
Jorge's a different weight division. Like Jorge's so much bigger than Conor is.
Conor said he wants to do both 155 and 170.
Dude, he would get starched.
I think that's a bad move.
He would get starched, bro.
Yeah, I think
Jorge's
that's
way
a bad
too big.
move. I agreed.
think Jorge's way, way better than he
I think that's Conor just Conor. He
That's
just
what I mean, right?
says shit just to say shit. He'll just say shit so people start talking about him, right? You know what I mean?
Because I was listening to
Punching out old ninjas at the bar and shit.
Dude, he's turned into such a shit show.
Was a big Conor fan. Lost a lot of respect. Like,
Oh, 100%.
money,
I can deal with all the antics and shit.
money doesn't buy you class, bro.
No, and I can deal with all the antics and like the goon shit. Sure, but as soon as you start punching people in bars,
Yeah.
it's like
Even
that's
throwing
some
that
scum
shit at the
man.
bus. Like, come on. You know, anyways. So be it. He's paid for his sins, let's say. You know? I will say I'm super eager to fucking see him come back.
Yeah.
As are fucking millions of others, right?
But this is what I mean is I think even if he loses to Khabib again, because he'll get dominated.
It would be pure domination again.
I think he could still fight Jorge, and I still think it'd be a good fight, like a big fight numbers wise. Because even if he loses to fucking Jorge, he still has the Nate Diaz trilogy.
Oh, that's the most
always gonna be
gangster
there.
fight you can do.
That's always going to be there. It'll be shitty though, because
I guess
lost to Khabib.
I
lost
prefer
to
to
Masvidal.
watch Conor Diaz than I don't want to see Diaz and Masvidal go at it again. I don't want to see that again.
No, that was a beatdown. That
It
wasn't
was.
a fight.
I don't think there's nothing to.
You know what I hate? I hate people who are like, "Oh, Nate Diaz was going to come back that third." No, he wasn't.
No
Nate
way.
Diaz was
No
done.
way.
He was done.
No,
it was
man.
over, man.
Jorge was like, yeah, that was domination, bro. 100%. No disrespect, Diaz. I love his fight. You know what you're getting with a Diaz fight. I'll always tune into a Diaz fight, straight up, just because that guy's G too.
He'll get
California gangster, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
He brings the game, the talking game, which is, I think, important. He can sell a fight like nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Low key, I wouldn't mind seeing his brother come back for a fight or two. It won't happen, I don't think, though. He seems to be like, yo, I stepped away, I'm away. So good on him.
There was a bunch of people saying though that like that fight was in the works, the Masvidal Nate Diaz fight, or sorry, Nick.
Well,
Diaz.
Defending little brother's honor.
Yeah, but there was like I think Ariel talked about it. That there was rumblings like they were actually.
I don't think he should do
talks.
it. I think Masvidal starches him.
I think Masvidal starches everybody. Okay.
No disrespect to Diaz, but he's been out for a long time. I don't even know when his last fight was, but I know it was a long fucking time, bro.
So talking about Masvidal for a sec though, if he fights Kamaru, say he actually does do the title shot, right? And he's like, "Fuck it, I want to like win a chip." Who wins that fight?
Kamaru.
I think so too, man.
Technically better.
And I think Kamaru is
smarter. I think
smart
too.
To the point where like he won't stand and bag with Masvidal.
Well, fuck no.
He's not stupid.
No, man, and you won't get goaded into it either.
No, he's gonna do exactly what he did to Tyron.
Yeah, fuck, that would be so sick though, bro. That would be ridiculous. And I think he would. I think he finishes Masvidal.
I think he does too.
Yeah,
TKO. And I think that's why Masvidal is like playing it up and like, nah, I'm bigger than the fucking belt. I don't need to do it, which he is. But I think it's also because he knows that the Kamaru fight's a bad matchup for him. It's not a good fight.
No. But fuck, the amount of buys that would fucking generate, man.
See, but I
think that would be one of the biggest fights of the year, bro.
I don't
like
so.
money wise for UFC.
I really don't think so.
No way.
Kamaru's not a draw, man. Like at all.
I love him. I think he's fucking wicked, bro.
But like everyone watched his Tyron fight because of Tyron. Everyone watched the Covington fight because of Colby. Kamaru's not a draw, man. His numbers aren't big.
What's gonna happen with Colby? A lot of rumors he's going to WWE.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's said publicly that.
Oh, is that right?
He wants a contract from WWE.
I heard on probably Rogan's podcast or something. But yeah, and perfect role for him. Honestly, he can talk.
And he makes way more money doing it.
Oh, man, he'll get paid for
like,
sure.
Unless you're the champ, UFC-wise, like, you're making way more money in WWE. Which is sad, but...
It's a tough gig, though. You're on the road, like, 300 days a year, 200-something days a year, probably, WWE.
Yeah, their schedule is pretty fucked.
But, like, he'll be one of the favorites. And, like, they should use him as a bad guy.
Oh, 100%.
He would excel 100... Oh, bro, he'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, get this money.
Yeah, well, you can, for sure.
Get this money. And don't get fucked up doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think he's already, like, dude, that fight with Kamaru was such a fucking good fight.
Run that back. I wouldn't even hate. I wouldn't hate it. Would not hate it at all. I would watch it again.
Oh, 100% I would too.
You know?
But Kamaru's not going to do that. That started with KOs of the year. Randomly as fuck. The only other one that I wanted to mention was the Shevchenko versus Jessica Ai fight. Do you see that?
Don't remember.
Okay. So this fight, Shevchenko was throwing this unreal body kick, right? Just mid-body section hit. I think it hit like 3-4 times.
Repeatedly. Okay,
like she was beating Jessica up, right?
Okay.
She goes to throw it again, but as it's coming through, Jessica goes down to block, and Shevchenko switches it up.
Brings it up high.
Kick. And dude, this girl, no bullshit, man. I was with Noah. We were watching this. She was unconscious for 3 minutes.
Oh,
she was laying on the mat. So the camera, like, if someo's unconscious, they don't show the person.
Just like Rogan's doing the interview, and she's like laying behind Rogan. How cold, bro!
It was fucked up.
Oh, that's
no one ever.
That's not funny.
Did she just fucking die? I'll show you it later. But it was one of the nastiest KOs I've ever seen. It was.
That's scary,
sick.
man. You know,
dude.
Especially they got probably family there and shit. Like,
you're getting brain damage for sure.
That's too bad. Yeah, lights out, straight.
But it was a sick fight. Sick knockout.
Nice. Do they have like best knockouts of the year on the UFC thing?
I think like
I know they have top of 2019, like a 45-minute video. I haven't watched it, but
neither have I.
They gotta have somebody, or TSN will come up with like a.
And
best
some of the different talk
shows,
shows, like I think Ariel does one. I think Rob.
I haven't listened to that in ages.
I don't like his podcast, to be honest with you.
No,
I find him just boring. and kind of cringy.
He's got the info though. He's the guy for MMA.
He's definitely.
Like,
I follow him on Twitter because he's unreal.
Oh yeah,
info wise,
nice.
but like listening to him talk is a little rough.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's about it for the 2019 fight breakdown, at least.
All right, cool. We're gonna get together again on Monday, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else you want to add or what?
No, that's about it, man. I'm pretty smoked out right now. I'm having a hard time.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See you later.
Ciao.